Hello, hello, hello. So today I'm not cooking anything because I've been out most of the day. Ooh, and don't mind my do. I ain't got no hair, no wig on, no hair in. I just got my afro, my hair poofed, but I'm still cute. Anyway, so I went to try this new place today called K-Tel Pollo. It's it's got it's a Mexican restaurant. It kind of reminds me of El Pollo Loco in California. If you ever been out there and you ever been to El Pollo Loco, but I'm gonna switch the camera so you can see this. Hold on. All right, so you see everything. Let me fix that so that doesn't go spilling. Look at that. Don't that look good? That's the pollo chicken, the pollo asado. And here's tortilla. I tasted the pepper already, and it's hot, but it's not hot. So I'm gonna assemble a piece of chicken here. Ooh, that's a wing. Let me just throw some meat on here on my tortilla. Uh-oh. I don't want to lose some bread. Put a little sauce on there. Onions. A little pepper. The peppers are roasted, so they taste really, really, really good. And let's take a bite. If I wasn't so messy, I'd get out of this chair and do a happy dance. But really, really good. I'm gonna dip it in green sauce. Because that's my business. As Tamara Brown says. Oh my God, this is good. This reminds me of El Pollo Loco in California. Very, very good choice. The chicken is charbroiled. So it's good and healthy. Man. Good eating. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Because I got a full, healthy stomach. This is really, really good. I have an old lady sweater on. I had to put it on because I feed my clothes. I have my favorite white t-shirt on. It has blessed on the front. And I didn't want to ruin it. So I just covered up. It's like having to wear a bib. I've already spilt something on here already, being greedy. I'm drinking non-alcoholic beverage. So, yeah, I'm ready to get back into this food and do what I do. Deuces, back at you later. Okay, so I got to get back on here because I'm watching Fox Soul. I subscribe to it on YouTube. It's like I subscribe to anything that's entertaining to me on YouTube. It don't matter who it is or what it's for, or what, you know, whatever. Anyway, so I'm watching this episode. First, they started talking about Whoopi's suspension for her remarks on The View regarding the Jewish, and I'm not going into that, whether her suspension was valid or not, and the host all agreed that it was not valid. They just making an example out of her. And now the next subject is this school, Catholic school in Massachusetts, because February is Black History Month. They decided to put fried chicken on the menu because it's kind of a staple in the Southern household. What the fudge buckets? You put fried chicken on the menu because it's a staple in the Southern homes? Everybody like fried chicken. What does that got to do with Black History Month? They serving watermelon for dessert? I'm just saying. I just don't know. I don't know why people do some of the craziest stuff for Black History Month. It should be a month of educating everybody about Black leadership, Black inventors, you know, things that they're not even teaching in the schools anymore. So, yes, I'm still devouring this chicken, which is also good. But I just had to come back on and say that. It's like, why are you guys making such a big deal out of this? It's like, is this the first time you guys had chicken on your menu in Massachusetts Catholic school? If you serve chicken, what are you serving it baked? We eat baked chicken too. I'm eating charbroiled chicken right now. I can't remember the last time I had some fried chicken, but that's just me, because I can be a little bougie sometimes. But anyway, I'll move on. If another topic pops up, I'll let you know. Oh, had to talk about the crazy movie I watched last night that I fell asleep on. But I'll come back and talk about that. Okay, so I had to pull my stuff away from the chicken because I had to make some room for the guacamole. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I've been eating the chips by themselves that I haven't even dipped in the guacamole yet, and the chips are divine. So let's take a taste and see. Oh my God. It's going to take everything in my power not to eat this whole thing today. I love guacamole. I love avocados. This is authentic Mexican food. Oh. So good. I ate 3 pieces of chicken. They're small pieces. There's 4 left. My poor belly is about to explode. But I just had to get into this. So anyway, when I signed off, the movie I watched last night, it's something, Tender something. It's about the dating site. And it's about this woman who got conned by this billionaire who she met on Tinder. And they went on a date. Within a day, he was flying her out of the country, whining and dining her, spending tons of money on her. A few days, about a week or so goes by. They madly in love. He says, I love you, want to move in with you. Tells her to go out and to rent an apartment. $15,000 was her budget. She doesn't. Goes to find them an apartment. This man's never been in this apartment up to that time. She shows him the apartment via FaceTime. Her conversations on the phone. He has yet to step foot in it. So they're traveling. They're talking. Still supposedly in love with each other. All of a sudden, he's in the diamond business. His father is a billionaire. He's the son. So supposedly in this diamond business, there's, it's kind of rough. You get threats all the time. Supposedly somebody threatened him. He couldn't use his credit cards. He asked her for some money. She takes out a loan, $30,000 loan, sent him the money. He's blowing it. Supposedly it's for his employees and stuff he needs on a daily basis. A few days later, he's asking for more money. She's taking out more loans. And these are not small dollar loans. It's not $1,000. It's not $2,000. It's tens of thousands of dollars. I believe he had access to her American Express, which he seems to have maxed out. He's asking for more money. I am fast forwarding through the stuff that I remember. He added her on as an employee to his company, this diamond business, saying that she made $94,000 a month so they can get their limit increased on the American Express, which it worked. They increased it. He went on spending frizzy. Come to find out he's whining and dining some other woman in this country he's at. I mean, he's jet setting all over the place. She's telling him, okay, I got all these bills. The bills are starting to come in. I need to start paying them back. And he's promised I'm going to send you the money for him. I need you to, every time she gets more money for him, oh, I'm going to give it back to you. I'm going to give it back to you. And she's yet to receive any money for him. So finally, there's no more money left on the American Express. So she says, I need you to give me some money to pay on these bills, on these loans. So he's in Amsterdam. He says, okay, I'll give you a check, but you got to come to Amsterdam and get it. She goes to Amsterdam to get this $500,000 check, which is more than she needs to pay off all the loans and the American Express bill. She gets the check back. She flies back home and she deposits the check and she's checking her account on a daily basis. She started out, I guess when she left, she had $2,000 on account because she showed a picture of it. 3 or 4 days later, her account's down to $200 some. That check still ain't cleared. Now she's calling him, asking him about the check, and he's all rude and stuff with her. He wasn't the same, she said he wasn't even the same lovey-dovey person with her when she went to Amsterdam to get the check. So he was already blowing her off and already knew that he didn't have the money. So anyway, American Express is after her. She's explaining to them that she doesn't have the money and what was going on and how she, why she needed advance. And I didn't know American Express made come to your home to discuss your bill with you, but American Express representatives came to her home and she started explaining to them about this man, how he told her to get an increase on her American Express credit line, and how she believes that he's a fraud and all this stuff. And she started showing them all the texts, and they was on WhatsApp and all this other stuff, all the conversations, and they're seeing the pictures and stuff that she sent to him and that he sent to her, and all the the conversations are probably all lovey-dovey stuff anyway. So then they said, you have a picture of him. So she shows a picture of him, and they say, this man is not who he says he is. He goes by this other name. So she Googles him, and she sees the same man, which is not the billionaire's son. I was like, oh my gosh. So anyway, I don't know how it would end. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it and see if he got arrested. But I fell asleep because I couldn't take anymore. But can you believe that? I don't know what, I mean, if this is the kind of craziness that goes on these online matching dating sites, I don't know what to do. I am single, of a certain age, and I don't go to bars. Where am I supposed to meet people at? I am going to have to do an extensive investigation before this man even know where I live. As far as I'm concerned, for the next 3 months, we'll be eating in a restaurant. That's the only place we're going to meet. I ain't coming to your house. We're going to be having breakfast, lunch, and dinner at somebody's restaurant, around a bunch of people. Unless you get referred to me by a trusted individual, that's the only way we're going to get this done. So anyway, that's my rant. If you like me having these off-cuff conversations about nothing, I'll do this more often. I'll go to a restaurant, or I'll fix something to eat, and I'll sit here and have a mukbang. And we'll talk about nothing. Anyway, love you. Deuces. Bye.